Hey, what's happening, babies? Elton here, aka you know what, with my friend Mr. Haddon.
What's up?
I would like to say it's sort of a beautiful morning, but you know, there's a lot of wildfire smoke. And look at the sun, it's all distorted and creepy looking. Eerie. It looks eerie, it feels weary. Well, eerie, weary, same thing. Look at this guy flying out of here like his pants are on fire. Where's your wife? I'm having a baby! And I just had my coffee there at the old Tim's there. You can see there's a window busted out there that looks like Revenge or something. I think that's the second Tim's I see that. And yeah, it's Sunday what's the date today?
25th.
The 25th, thank you.
Yeah.
And walking in my old stomping grounds. I used to live here in Roxboro. Of course, everybody always calls it Pierrefonds, but it really, to me, it's just still Roxboro. And Lev Auto is French for car wash, right?
That's right.
Look, you got some beautiful flowers here. And this guy should have a lot more cars being washed. It's just smoke. There's no rain in the forecast today.
That's it.
Yeah, the McDicks. That's so bizarre. The McDicks used to be like right there, pushed back, and then they rebuilt it.
But they used to have a playground. That's all gone.
Did you see that?
A nice solarium. It's all gone.
Did you see that? I just noticed it when I crossed the street. I was like, holy shit! They rebuilt the Mickey D's and they put it right next to the street.
That's it.
So in other words,
Nothing but a parking lot now.
Like, why did they do that? They did that just because
they want the
for more business.
That's all it is. They don't
drive-through
care if you
business.
go down there and order and sit. They don't want you to sit there.
Right.
Remember
right.
I told you there was a sign that says, please don't spend any more than half an hour in our premises? I swear to God, the sign is there in French.
I still like those seats for those benches. They look funny. They're funny looking. Kind of like you.
Everything is designed so that you get comfortable for 10 minutes and then want to leave. It's
Yeah.
done on purpose.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's because there's too many dregs of society. They just take... Oh, I shouldn't say that shit. Damn it. My friend Andrew spends a lot of time in Tim Hortons because he lives in his van, so now I'm going to have to friggin' edit that out, bro.
Oh, well.
But he's not a dregs of society. He's got a job. He's a clean person. He's a respectful guy. He's not, you know... Oh, they really had to put that fence there? Really?
Yes.
I remember one time, many years ago in the 90s when I lived here, because also after my parents split up, my mom got a place in like friggin' Cap Saint-Jacques practically. And then she bought a house, like I told you, right down there off of Pierrefonds Boulevard called the St. Barnabas Street.
Yeah, right.
And a little house. And I remember one time I went here like on some cloudy day in November. There was a frickin' Dodge Little Red Express pickup truck parked there. You ever heard of that? It's like basically a goosed up pickup truck, step side with mags, and it had the stacks like a big rig coming out of the back of the cab. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, very collectible now.
Wow.
So it's kind of nice to see when you walk around here. There's still some things still the same, like this Jean Couture's been here
That's
for
my
like
old
forever.
dentist over there. That one over there. Where
Oh yeah?
it's boarded out now because the new dentist was charging a fortune and I wasn't going to go to her. Dr. D.D.O.
D.D.O.
Remember him.
See, now the wind is coming from the south. So I'm kind of like earlier when I was waiting for the 68 to come to see you, I was on Guay Boulevard, and I'm like, the wind's coming from the east, so why is there, it was coming from the northeast, I'm like, why the hell is there wildfire smoke here? It's bizarre, you know? And also I'm thinking as I'm talking, because I'm always an overthinker, and I'm like, did I actually ever do a walking video in this part of Sources? I'm not sure I ever did, frankly. I might have, but I can't remember.
But it's so different. It changes every 5 years.
Well, you see, Grant actually lives down there, and I thought about walking down there because we're going to his place later, but I'm like, I guess kind of boring with
That part is not commercial.
Riverdale High School there, and yeah, and it gets residential, and look at this guy's brave, breathing in all that freaking heavy, I almost said soot, but, you know, and...
It looks like the Blade Runner kind of atmosphere here.
yeah.
Dystopian kind of very Chinese type of atmosphere.
Oh yeah, this garage over here, going back again to the 90s, probably early 90s, they had, I think it was their tow truck, was a Jeep FC150, and FC stood for forward control. It was like a little miniature cab over truck. They only made that from like 5-6 years or something, and then that was it. So yeah, I'm only making this video because I'm with Grant A, and because this wildfire smoke, it's sort of unprecedented, because I think it happened a year or two ago, but I don't think it was this bad.
We never had LA smog like this. You know what I mean? It's been a long time.
Yeah. This is like Mexico City type of smoke, you know?
This is really terrible.
And even Mexico City is not as bad as it used to be. There's more control from emissions. I think, from what I see on Google pictures anyway, Street View. Oh, no problem. What's that? Porsche! For that butter! Oh no, sorry. No, that's a Toyota MR2. I have an ad for that, which I surprisingly haven't sold, but again, business is just so slow, you know. Come to think of it, I hope that guy from Texas who was contacting me for that Renault Super Sanka, I hope he doesn't think it's an actual car, because like I said, like I was telling Grant, it's amazing how dumb some people are, really. No, I'm serious. Like they look at a picture of an ad and they think I'm selling a real car. Like they don't read. These people, they don't read anything. They're the kind of people, like I always say, you know, the old expression, there's a sucker born every minute, every second, you know. So
here's my bike store.
Oh yeah, look, Gianella's still there, eh?
I get my bike repaired often.
Gianella?
Yeah, Gianella.
Do they have they look like they have mirrored glass there, eh?
Yeah, that's probably new.
And is D.D.O pizza still there?
That I'm not sure.
I smell Indian food.
But there's a whole lot of Indian restaurants in here.
Oh yeah, eh?
And there's, I think, a place for Afghan food. Any kind of ethnic food, come to this area. The Afghan restaurant is in this one.
Afghan, eh?
Yeah, Afghan.
Oh my God, it smells good, man. It's not even noon. Whoa, is that a Genesis? Oh, look at that. Dog poo-poo. Oh, no, sorry, those are leaves, actually.
They're leaves.
No, they'll never let me do it. I was telling Grant, I said, yeah, I wanted to stick around here a while anyway, because look, how cool would it be to get something responding with the lights flashing in the distance like that, in the smoke. It'll look pretty cool, you know? You hear that? That's the most useless and annoying invention ever made.
The car is saying, please rob me.
I mean, have you ever heard of anybody said, oh, thank God my car alarm, or my car would have been robbed almost?
Yeah, that's it.
Never. Never, never, never. So.
It's like the club.
Oh, wow, there it is. What is that? Is that a Genesis? Look at this beautiful thing. Man, that's massive. It looks from the side, it looks like a Chrysler 300.
Did this guy just park his car there?
No. No, it's a Genesis. Oh, man. Where are you going with such an expensive, frankly, practically...
He's going to the Chinese marché over
He probably owns it.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
But that place makes a killing.
It makes that Tesla look like a joke, frankly.
That place was boarded up for like 20 years, and then...
Which place?
This place here. For 20 years. That used to be an old Dominion store. And then it got...
that was a Dominion, really?
It was a Dominion, yes.
See, that's why it's important that Grant is with me right now, because he also remembers things differently from what I do, because me, it's like really, you know, one-sided with vehicles, generally. Like I was going to mention...
I remember the architecture of this place,
like
and stores were here.
I was going to mention, like, when we get to 14th Avenue, you know, that's where the Action Ford used to be. Huge Ford dealership. My old high school, Charles A. Kirkland, was behind here, behind the budget. And I remember one time we're outside playing during recess, and this is in the late 80s, you know, and there's this like 70s Oldsmobile Toronado like running in the background, in the back of that budget, backing up, and you know, you remember stuff like that when you're a serious gearhead. Of course, me, gearhead is a loose term because it doesn't mean I actually work on cars. Usually that's what a gearhead means. I guess I'm not a gearhead. Well, I don't need another coffee. You gonna offer me a coffee later at your place?
Oh yeah, you can have a coffee.
Awesome.
I got one beer.
Yeah, beer's good too.
I have beer.
I drink so way less though than I used to. You know, let's just catch whatever the hell this is, because it's all really distracting. I just want to see. And it says, oh, it's for pools. Now it's an ad for badminton. Nothing that nothing that applies to me, basically. Nothing.
There used to be a house here. They demolished the house.
Why?
And because they rezoned
this
it
is
for commercial.
prime real estate here. How come nothing's built? They should make a bloody
city,
park out of it.
I think the city rezoned this commercial, and then they took the land, demolished the house, and it's been like this ever since.
When did that happen, you think? 20 years?
Yeah, 20 years. A good 20 years.
I used to know the guy who had this garage here, actually. He had this kick-ass, I think it was an 83 Dodge crew cab pickup. Like, wow. And I think he just, I don't know, he sold the place, or I don't know what happened. And, yeah.
This used to be a bank, a Royal Bank. I remember that a long time ago.
Yeah, and that's where I mentioned recently, last week I filmed that 61 Cadillac I told you about in Lachine, and I'm sure that's got to be the same one that was at the Royal Bank one time, and I biked over there probably from our place in Roxboro, which is down there, and there's this black Cadillac at the Royal Bank, and I'm like near it, and like at the sidewalk, I think, with my bike, and I'm hearing this old classic blues music playing out of it, like from the 50s, 60s, like I'm gonna wake up in the morning, I'm gonna dust my broom. Oh yeah, that was beautiful. And there was an old black man who I think came out of the bank, and I was like, holy mackerel, it's like something out of a movie. So you don't have to wonder why. I've always been enthralled with cars. Specifically classic cars, because they're that special. Even Grant, for example, he's not a nut like me with cars, but he definitely appreciates those oldies because...
Well, they're works of art.
Yeah, and as he mentioned, he likes watching my videos about them because he likes to hear what I got to say about them and what I know.
About these cars, from that.
Look at this. What happened here? This used to be an Adonis.
Yes, it was. I was going to say, it was an Adonis. Adonis moved...
What the F?
They moved to Blvd des OrmeauX, and they could not reuse the building because the architect that made it too specific to that company, and it was too flary with
too flary.
Too flary. Honestly, it was.
Really?
Yeah, it was too fruity. The way they did the entrance for the trucks and everything like that, it was terrible. Terrible location. So now they're going to turn it into condos. They've leveled it.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Well, the writing's on the wall. I mean, look, they blocked it all off like that. You're just waiting for the train.
Yeah, well, it's funny because, on the other hand, look at all this. This is all recent. The budget is still there. The Petro-Canada gas station garage is still there. And like you said, the Royal Bank is still down there as well at 14th, I don't know if I want. I think we're going to stop at 14th. I think that'll...
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, because that's where the commercial area ends, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Then there's this long divide, and
it's all, yeah.
I mean, we could we could go to the fire station 61 there, where that Chinese person at the Chinese restaurant refused me to go to their bathroom. But
no.
I know it's like a curtain. No, I know he didn't say that. But I asked him. I said, "Hey, could I use the bathtub?" And he just said no sharply right away. So I was like, "No, okay, whatever." So I told the guy quickly. I said, "Hey, I'm not a frickin' degenerate, but what are you gonna do? People are." But I went into another Asian restaurant. I remember years ago, across the street from Rosemont Metro, and the guy, no joke, the owner, he says to me, I say, "Can I use your bath?" He says, no joke, he says to me, he says, "Is it for number 1 or number 2?
Yeah. I would have said a little column A and a little column B.
Oh boy. Thank you, Homer Simpson.
That's it.
Look at this place, eh?
This is a Greek restaurant. Very good food.
How old is this old house, you think?
This is actually dates back to probably the early
So
1800s.
this is probably the oldest house on these sources, unless it's made to look old.
No, this was actually an old house that they renovated for a restaurant.
Yeah, because a home is really old, and there's 2 freaking chimneys for granted.
Yes,
there wasn't any electricity.
That's 1700s, late 1700s, early 1800s.
Are you taking a guess because of your architectural knowledge? All right.
And I guarantee you, when this house was standing here new, this was not a 4-lane highway road.
And you know what we could do now that I think of it? Instead of walking down, we could take the 209 or 208, but we could also take the 206, because the 206 actually also goes back into Roxboro. Yeah. And you know me, I'm sentimental. I live there, and hey, should we go in here and see if we could film an elevator?
I don't know if there's an elevator in here.
Ben wait, there's 5 floors.
5 floors.
5 floors or more, you have to have an elevator. It's a requirement. You want to bet?
No, I should know that actually from my.
I know, we talked about this recently.
Days.
We talked about this recently. That's all right. I educate you, you educate me. We're not hard on each other. We just bust each other's chops. And as the song goes, that's what friends are for. Done by Stevie Wonder and who's that chick? Oh man, I'm trying to think who it was. Well, mind you, that song came out. I was probably 8 or something. Oh, what was that bus that just turned down there? Was that the 206?
No,
it probably was.
Probably was.
Scheiße. Scheiße. Oh, 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 I just farted too. I'm gonna have to edit that out now, or will I? I don't know.
Will you?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm only human.
I never really edited anything. I only edit stuff that's really, really important. You know. This is the kind of like the kind of a sorry side of the street here, eh? Like yeah, really. Like these really old houses. One of them that you pass by, I think this one coming up here, there looks like it could be a freaking grow up in there.
I was gonna say that to you.
It's just like what's
it? Just screams grow up.
Like seriously, it looks like it could have been like a mass murder in there. Look how old that garage is back here. I never even noticed that before. There's stuff you wouldn't notice. That's the weird thing about walking compared to when you're in a car or vehicle. You notice things like, look at that. Look how old that garage is, man.
Yeah, that dates from the 30s.
Holy Jesus.
20s.
Oh yeah. Probably 40s, 30s. Yep. Absolutely. So you know. Dental. Yeah.
A lot of dentists along this part of the street. Office space is cheap, I guess.
Oh wow, hang on a second. That's a cool view, eh? Look at that. Oh yeah, it's lived in. It looks like such a typical, boring old dull house that you would see on so many American like small roads. You know, it's true. What's this place here? I don't know what that says. Two businesses there.
It's so small, that place. It's like the bare minimum of houses.
But you know what? Now that I think of it, I never thought of it until walking here. But look, dude, look how close that is to the sidewalk. That's how it gives you an idea how bloody old that house is. That house probably was built in the 40s or something.
It was there before this 4-lane road.
Exactly.
It was a 2-lane road.
Exactly. It's all farmland.
Right.
This is like nothing, but that house was there.
That house was not there.
Yeah.
That was not there.
You're right. And then slowly, you know, a couple of these popped up.
Exactly. And you can always tell the houses that were original versus what else popped up, you know?
And you know I like original. I like original cars that are original condition. I like people that are especially original, like my friend here, like my other few select friends. Oh boy, now I'm thinking about my bladder. Jeez. See, here there's no elevator, guaranteed.
Yeah,
3 floors.
3 stories.
3 stories or 4 if there's a garage. Oh, come on, something respond. Stupid EVs. Oh boy. Yeah, anyway, but man, you know what I'm thinking about though is that bagel shop there. God, I'm almost tempted to get a bagel. Oh my Lord. I'm not even hungry. I had a bowl of Rice Krispies. It's just I'm such a foodie. I'm just going to eat all the time. All right, guys, I'm going to stop here. So, again, after the light, if you're from around here, you know this area. You used to come here or whatever. There's nice Impala, or as you say in the States, Impola. Over there in that commercial building, that all used to be Action Ford dealership. That was a major Ford dealership. And again, it's like so many, almost all American dealerships have closed because the Americans could never compete with the foreign car makers, specifically Japanese, in terms of high quality. So it's a shame. It's really a shame. It would be nice to finish on a high note. Something vintage. You know? What do we got across the street here? What is that? A pizza? What is that place?
That's a cafe and a bank. And...
Okay, there's the Royal Bank where I saw that Cadillac, which I'm sure was way more than 30 years ago. Well, I guess let's just go past the light and we'll stop there. I just want to take a peek here. Take a little peek.
There's a bagel place and Quincy Barbecue.
Oh yeah, Quincy Barbecue. How could I forget? What a great place. Here's 14th Street. And if you guys ever heard me talk about my old white 65 LeSabre that belonged to my scout leader, he lived on that street with his family, and now the car is in freaking Sweden, which still kind of breaks my heart actually, because that car to me was like a friend. Look! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, buddy, the Viper. Woo! V10. Never thought they sounded really good though. Okay, that's my high note. Yeah, so thanks again for watching, guys. And by the way, since if you watch all this stuff and you're a big fan, I appreciate if you want to send me any kind of monetary token of appreciation through PayPal or an e-transfer in Canada at my email eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. You know, whatever you want to send, $5, you want to send $100, you're more than welcome to. But actually, I should mention, I know a lot of you watch my videos and you're like me, you have a lot of money. Don't send me any money if you have no money. Okay, please. Thank you. And thanks to everybody else who has. Thank you again for watching. Stay tuned for other great videos. And take care. And thanks again for Grant to be informative as he is, and that's why he rocks. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.